What's up, goat? Yeah, David's done cooking. By the way, goat, if you haven't seen it, you should go back to my episode, the VOD Awaken. If you want to watch a cinematic masterpiece, I would highly recommend it. It was good. Impossible, David always gets. What's up, Jake? Check it out over break. It's 3 hours long, so, you know. But it's worth every fucking hour, dude. It's... Well, maybe not the setup. You can skip the setup, but... So, it's like maybe 2 hours and 30 minutes then if you skip the setup, but... It's fucking good. It was good shit. Sure I'm on the right mic. Yes, I am. I always have voice mod on. I don't need to have voice mod on anymore. It's just kind of a habit. Also, just like a just-in-case kind of situation, I guess. Is Kimmy's dreaming? I want to spy. No, but Chromia is. She's prepping her stream, it looks like. I've been practicing Ken. Hell yeah, dude. I'm down. I haven't played in a little bit though, so you might kick my butt. But last time I was playing Street Fighter. I was doing pretty good against Hamsky. I learned a little bit. Also, Ken is a good choice. I'm glad that you're not another Ajira main, because Ajiri, whatever her name is, main, because she scares me. She scares me. That fucking woman is terrifying. Not because, like, she's a good fighter, but, like, just personality-wise, she scares the shit out of me. Chromia does stuff, I didn't know that. You're good against hand. You're looking at the wrong Chromia. You're thinking of the wrong Chromia. Oof, if you're good against Hamsky, I don't know about my chances. It's 40-60, Rebel, so you're still okay. 40 being me. So as far as our win rate, it's 40-60. Yeah. At least it was last time. He might, he might kick my ass now. How have you been? How's David liking the new abilities? For show. I've been good. David's enjoying his stuff. Right now I am pretending to be a meditative boy. Practicing my, cosmic energies. Hoping somebody walks through that there soon. Well, actually, no. Well, maybe yes. I don't want to stay here forever. Space ninja. No, I am not a ninja. A ninja has no water. I am a samurai. Yo, even better. Exactly. Space samurai. Keep the lobby up all night? No thanks. Tomorrow, probably. I already got permission to put up a lobby tomorrow. This is a pop-up. We were all chilling. We wanted to do a pop-up lobby. This has a computer background would go hard. One of these days, this is gonna be like one of my stream starting soon or BRB screens. I need to edit my BRB screens and shit. Ready for Thanksgiving. We need a break. I need a break? I mean, I'm ready for Thanksgiving, but I don't think I need a break. I'm pretty chill. Stuff's been pretty chill. Work's been fucking dead. It's been nice. I've been getting a break every day at work. No, did my... Oh, no, it didn't. Okay. And my legs are gonna start falling asleep too if I'm not careful. How did that autocorrect to you? I meant I. My bad. Oh, you rather have a break than me? No, that's fine. You can have your break. I'm happy for you and your breaks. You fucker! No, I'm joking. Hope you enjoy your break, man. I'm sure you deserve it. Alright, chat. I think that is enough meditation. Actually, no. No, I wanna get sad for a sec. We're gonna meditate to this song. You'll join the workforce soon? College boy over here. How much longer do you have? Years, hell yeah. Greetings, Q.
Hello there, darling. I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all.
Have you been up all night?
A good bit of the night, yes. Well, I guess that would count as all then, eh?
I was actually going to invite you to a cup of tea. Me and Reza were about to sit down with some.
I'd be down for some tea.
Marvelous. We didn't get much of a chance to speak last time I popped in.
No, we didn't. Shall we make our way, or would you like to chat here for a moment?
I'm slightly distracted by something. Give me a moment. I'm just curious. Okay, it was just simply an optical illusion. I could have one of these orbs looked like they were starting to float around a little bit. I was a bit worried.
No, no. Ah,
It just was the angle that I was looking at it from, the way the core moves and everything.
hmm.
Yeah, that was all in my head. Okay. Yeah, we can have the tea over at the tea house.
Very well.
The main reason I was thinking that you were up all night is because I didn't know what time it was when you entered.
Hmm.
You've been out and about, haven't you? At least.
I stopped by Orlando Soccer briefly.
Well, that's great to hear.
It was nice. Good conversation.
See any of the champions former?
I saw.
Patty.
I did not, sadly. That's one I really wish I would have, but she wasn't around. No, but I got to see Persephone and a few others that it's been a moment since I've had a conversation with.
Oh, have you now? You do really know that Persephone's actually been by here, right?
I believe I do.
Poor Dalek can't seem to quite handle the energies here sometimes. She's consistently phase out sometimes.
I don't blame her. It's a lot to take in.
It's a lot to take in. Got a little ahead of you. So how's the new body been treating you?
That's... well. Very well.
If we get a few number of people when most people come around, if we have a fair number, we should all have a little spa inside of the first level. I think that'd be quite nice.
Perhaps, yes. Only if Riza's involved.
Hello, David. Hello, Q.
Hello?
Oh, I see. I'm not done.
David.
Hello?
Shit.
Never a day's rest, Riza.
That's a new getup.
Bad it
Looking
is.
good.
Thank you.
Not bad.
Glad to see
Very
your
wandering
talent.
Ronin getup. Kind of cool.
Still up and about, David?
I was resting, well, meditating more like it, by the core.
I see.
The
This
seat
one's for you.
taken?
Not currently, I think.
Thank you.
Of course.
Find my way to it, bloody hell.
And yours is still here.
Thank you. I keep forgetting that I need to make me one of these things. Both you and Janice, it's a fancy chairs.
You can always take a seat right next to me, Q.
Look, I might be a cat, but I'm not a lap kitten.
Oh, I didn't imply that. We're simply friends.
It's fine. I'm just jesting, darling.
Hello, Ontario.
Could have had me
One more
fooled,
tea.
Q.
Hello.
Let's just say that again.
Said you could have had me
What
fooled.
did you say? Excuse. To be fair, I will not lie. When there are certain individuals around, I do enjoy being carried. I've gotten.
Yeah?
Reminds me
I
of
don't
someone.
get to see my child all that often and be close with them, so.
Reminds me of
People pick you up
someone
under
we
the
met.
arms like they do with me.
Ooh, which one?
I think smaller Q is why.
Then I guess I hit the
Lowercase
nail
q.
on the head if it gives
Yeah.
you multiple people doing that.
That's why she. That's how she
One
gets picked
person
up
did
all the
that,
time.
and
She comes
I
from
won't
that
speak
kid.
his name here anymore.
Mmm.
Santa.
Feeling any better?
Yeah.
Yes,
no.
it was Santa.
Yep. Totally.
Trying.
Who's Santa?
Magical being
Yeah,
from universe. Yeah. Like a magical being
My
that
brain
that
started
delivers presents
thinking.
to good kids around the world.
It's a big rotund
My
man
head
who's
started
old and
going.
breaks in through people's chimneys at night and delivers them
That's
gifts.
why.
and
You make it
takes
sound a lot
them.
worse than it. You make it sound a lot worse than it is.
Hey, I'm being
You're
real.
not
That's what he
wrong.
does.
Head.
You were making it sound a lot
did.
worse than it needs to be.
While that may be a factual description of it,
Nothing I
it takes
said
away
that I-
from the spirit of the story.
Yeah, it's slightly big deal.
Big on
The spirit of the story is that there is a individual who keeps track of
Let me
all the
make
good
sure.
little kids and boys and gifts them gifts.
Ah,
and
my bit
if
rate's
you're
doing
naughty,
okay.
You get a lump of coal, which is technically still a gift because coal's pretty useful for.
But if
making
anybody
a lot
else
of
sees
things.
any problems with the stream, let me know.
it is,
So I can
certainly.
try to see what I can do to get fixed.
Oh wow, they're talking about Patty.
You can use the coal to burn the bridges that hold you back.
I think. No, don't hit your head on the fucking thing.
You could
No
also
one saw
simply
that
trade
coming,
the
no
coal
one
for
knows me.
something else.
Indeed.
Is Patty
But
just
no,
the
it's a
coal
cautionary
giver?
tale.
She's
It's
not
something that
Santa.
parents usually tell their children that they need to be good around this
Oh, yeah,
time of
she's
year,
compass though.
or they won't get any gifts.
Only when they need to
A
be.
little silly story. You know the kind of.
Oh gosh, that's still a
mothers
thing to
and
think about.
fathers tell their
Yesterday.
children of how if they're not good little kids, something will punish them.
Amazing.
Interesting.
Okay.
No, my curiosity was purely piqued because, from the context, it sounded like someone was here who I didn't get to meet yet.
We should bring Santa
No,
here.
no, oh, no.
But how was your travels,
They
David?
were making a joke with,
To Orlando?
with not actually saying the name
Yeah.
of the
Did
individual.
you enjoy yourself?
I was
very much
meaning-
Santa.
It's very nice.
Santa.
Want some good conversation.
Now I am.
It's
Got
okay,
to
come to
catch
20
up with a few
Well, that's
people.
good.
Come the 25th, if Reese has been good,
When did
Santa
you
will
come
find a way in
back?
here.
From
Oh
Orlando?
no. See,
Oh, no,
I
it's
we
out
have
of the
chimneys.
core.
Oh,
You'll
not
find a way.
that.
I see many.
No, but he still
I'd
brought Daxter
say,
presents. Oh, they put Daxter's name on the from tag on the presents,
Roughly
so I
2
don't know what that was
weeks. Oh, yeah.
about.
It's
Some
okay.
people will write.
weeks here or
I
2
leave
weeks out
Libra
there?
here overnight on the 25th.
2 weeks
I
here.
saw that.
That's
You'll
nice.
find a
2
way to
weeks
make
here.
it.
I don't know out there.
Interesting.
I think
Couple
it was
months?
about. No, you have it backwards.
But
That's
Keep in
A
mind-
couple
I
months
will say
out
this.
there is 2
There
weeks in
are-
here.
Well,
Keep in
due
mind,
to the
time works
nature
differently
of
for
the
everyone
universe
here.
that you have found yourself tied to
Yeah.
at this point. You might actually come
Out there, I
across, one or
believed it
two
was-
actual beings who are
Less than a week ago.
Santa. Some more violent. than
Probably.
others.
That makes about
Mall Santa.
some good sense.
Yes, there are some depictions of Santa that aren't the nicest.
Quite the journey.
Tragic.
As I inform
It's nice to be out.
everyone, stories
Are you
are real.
Are you feeling like
If you come up with a story, there's a good
yourself,
chance that
or
somewhere out
different?
there in the great
People have asked me,
cosmic
and I tell them the
sea,
same thing. I feel like David.
that story is real. And because of the nature of the Shattered Realms, or the
good
metaverse,
to
as
see you're
people
still
call it,
David?
Hmm.
it could show up there sometime.
If it wasn't
That's
David,
not-
I'd wonder
You weren't
who's it.
David.
Good thing.
Yeah, I know. I started asking
People
my
like
question
poking
too.
holes in the barrier between realities all too easily.
No, still the same David.
I wonder with enough
If he lost a
hydrogen
part of
bomb.
himself, we'd just call him Dave.
Sorry, what?
That sounds weird. I don't like
Dave.
I'll stick with David. I used to be called
Well, that's
David.
only if you lost a part of yourself. Oh, did you really?
No, I didn't. No, goodness, no.
Oh.
So, David, I'm curious. Did you lose your original abilities? Like the ability to conjure forth a bunch of weaponry from you and shoot people with it?
No. If I wanted to, I could go back to that form if I wished. It would be a matter of exercise, though, this time, in comparison to now. Or then.
Now I'm terrified because I'm now imagining all of those weaponry, but empowered with cosmic energy.
Maybe one day if I decided to
David?
practice.
David
Ah,
could
yes.
do one of the things that I
Dave-
do.
David can now do Cosmic Kimbo style.
I was more thinking that David could, if he utilized those original abilities, he could do what I do, which is the act of Danmaku. Bullet hell.
Ah.
So that's what you do every time there's dodge training.
You can break it down
AKA
cosmic
Also
style.
called-
Toho.
Yes.
Or
Yes, Toho. It's a story that I quite much enjoyed. That's why in a world my mansion that I
swear to-
recreated was based off of the Scarlet Devil Mansion.
I swear to God.
What?
You, Haven.
I've been good. Wake up.
I'm checking in on you, that's all.
Oh, I'm doing good.
You seem...
Yeah, you seem a little faced into the table.
Do I?
Hi.
She's looking at the eyes. Anything weird there?
Why suddenly did my
didn't
watch
see
disappear?
anything.
Why did that happen?
She noticed a lack of sleep. That's one thing.
It doesn't say it's off, but it is off.
I
Like, I
can
can't
move
see
it
it
though?
unless I just moved it. Hold on, Cal. I'll back.
I wish Nyko could solve everything, Aries.
I'll bring
I
you guys
would've.
back. Don't worry, chat. I'll bring you back.
Robitussin.
What?
Pardon? Robitussin.
It's gonna be. Hold on.
Robitussin? Yes, it's a medication that is often
Robotussin?
suggests. It's a
Medication. I thought it
medication.
was a spell. You said it with
No,
so
it
much
is a-
enthusiasm.
It sounds like a spell, don't it?
Robitussin.
It does sound like.
It's more of a joke, what I was saying, is because individuals will often say that it is a cure-all. It is something that is often prescribed for every ailment that you end up. Like you have a little bit of a cough, Robitussin. Your nose runny, Robitussin. If you got a broken leg, Robitussin.
I don't think it helps legs.
That's the joke, right? Oh,
So,
I
David?
guess I should probably talk, at least mention it to you. Annabelle. Yes? She's becoming more unstable. I'm not quite sure if you were informed of what ended up happening shortly after you departed the other day.
No.
I haven't heard nothing, no.
No
Please
tickle.
don't my hands. No, please.
She apparently came
I'm
in here and challenged David
You wanna walk
to
and talk?
a fight to the death.
I don't know how to walk and talk would help.
Pardon? Why? It seems that she had something to prove to herself.
David, do you want these cleaned?
It was a poor way of
If you're done with them, feel free.
She's a child. She doesn't really have guidance, so. But, long story short, David did not oblige the desires of it, the death part of it all. I do believe the fight did, and some of the words that David said did get through to her, from what I can tell. But, if you see her, do me a favor. Do what you do best. She needs guidance. And I think that you are someone who has seen a lot and experienced a lot. And I can give her some advice.
If it is important to you, friend, then I shall do that.
It's important to me because I made a promise to her mother, White Wolf.
That's the name I haven't heard in a while.
Promised White Wolf that when White Wolf returns, that her family would be there for her. And if Annabelle keeps walking down this pathway of self-destruction that she keeps insisting on going down, I fear for her, girl.
We shall not oversee anyone here at Heaven's Reach. Everyone deserves guidance.
Overlook, I believe, is the word you were looking for there, but yes.
Yes, it's been a long day.
Is this a game, Wutsa? Wutsa's playing tag, apparently.
Ah. So after seeing you spar, how does it feel?
Like I have a lot to learn.
That's understandable.
I have been given the tools to fully wield cosmic energy now. And I have a relative idea of what I need to do. But we're still getting there.
Gotta learn, so take all the time you need.
Wonderful night, isn't it?
It always
is.
is.
Worried about that one, though.
Why don't you converse with her, Anthuriel? Isn't she yours?
She is. and I've conversed with her several times, but it seems my words alone isn't enough.
But you say you want help.
I'm saying she could probably use another perspective. She's feeling lost, and I think she is used to me, or my views, enough that it's not getting her out of her funk.
I know what to do. Q. Why don't you converse with David about what we wanted to catch him up, and I'll have a little chat with Saya.
Of course. After all, there have been some developments while you were asleep. Figured I'd catch you up on some of them. That is, if Antherio hasn't already spilled all the beans on everything.
Not everything. I only saw him for one day. I wasn't going to give him everything. I did give him a few things of note.
Hmm.
I don't think I gave him the
Well.
biggest one, though. I'll leave that to you. That was kind of your thing.
Well, let's see. Well, I'm trying to remember exactly when. You had went and...
He went into the cocoon after that large creature came in here.
I was in the cocoon during that time.
Were you? Oh my gosh.
No,
you
yeah.
were.
Yes, remember? Yeah. It
yeah,
actually
you
put
used
its
him as
arm-
I went in the cocoon, according to what everybody tells me, roughly 2.5 months ago, in real time. And around that time, I had just completed a mission for Nomad. We had gone into the drift, essentially to assist with taking care of some loose ends. And not into the drift.
That's what it was.
Near into the area that was plagued by the drift, and tied up some loose ends.
Okay.
Okay, that gives me a good perspective. So,
I'm not intruding, am I?
You're fine.
Ah.
no, I'm just thinking of everything that has happened and trying to figure out where to start. Well, one thing I can tell you is that we have completed the protections. A test of one of them went successfully.
Fantastic.
As soon as the clock appeared, it was actually Ravis who appeared. And as soon as I activated it, the clock faded away. So it is 100% effective. I'll be doing some tweaking to it to ensure some other things are secure, but
Very good. Where have we established the protection so far?
we are currently preparing one. We're almost fully prepared. Fully prepared to activate the one for Dragon's Reach.
Very good.
I believe our next target afterwards will be Orlando Saka.
Very good.
Well, either Orlando Saka or the meat rack, most likely. The district of the meat rack.
Waterfront.
I almost want to say waterfront, just to make sure another oopsie daisy doesn't happen.
Unfortunately, trying to cover such a large area with it would be difficult. So we'd have to employ multiple if we wanted to cover the entire waterfront district.
I think the best course then would be to go to the hot spot, where the highest possibility of it being mentioned would be.
Which, at this point in time, would be the Mitrak district.
Yeah.
The hotspot in another location has already been dealt with because of the nature of my original relic. So, guarded district should not need to worry about it either. Any other locations too that end up being necessary, I will have to gather individuals who are wishing to have a protection of their own to accompany me to reacquire some more crystals.
Oh boy.
Yes. While the cosmic energy and crystals we recovered were quite succinct and capable of creating what we do have, they're limited, and thus I only gathered enough for the main targets we had initially planned for. Though, to sort of segue from talking about the protections, do you remember the individual by the name of Kokomi?
Antherio had already filled me in on that, and I have seen the memorial.
Well, the Warden's Key fulfilled her purpose.
And she did.
And did they fulfill you on the entire endeavor then?
I overheard a good portion of it, I believe. Not directly.
Yes. We proceeded to enter into what had been sealed away. The gap opened to a deep layer of the in-between. From there, a manifestation of what we can only imagine to be one of the motherships of the Black Ram appeared. Over a course of fighting through it, we were finally able to get everyone out of there. Through the course of that, we did learn that it was the Black Ram that had taken Calypso from Sachi. Likewise, we also have learned what Athena actually is. While the Black One was in possession of Calypso, he was kept at the Nariu Temple. Apparently, the Nariu are an ancient people from Riza's homeland. We believe that a spirit of one of them entered into Calypso while she was imprisoned. Which is also why we believe that in order to restore both Calypso and Athena to their former selves, we will need to take them back to the Nariu Temple. Which, luckily, in order to access, we have the key, which is the Nariu Cube. Cube that was found sealed within that room.
Very good.
I took so many pictures.
You should
Can't
like
read a
get
lick
like
of
a,
it.
like
The-
a photo like diorama of like all the things you took, you know, like a huge like research room.
Now I suddenly am
picture of
thinking of one of
everything
those
down there.
boards that has all the yarn across it. Now,
This box, what does it fucking mean?
Minecraft.
during the course of that, our former comrade reared his ugly face. Sachi had clearly no intention to truly work alongside of us. Most of his actions that day were callous, indiscriminately putting down those he was around, claiming that he could do everything on his own, despite us being in one of the deepest layers of the in-between where you could be lost forever. And after we exited, after so many people, Ethan included, and some of his own staff there, Ethan came. He kept trying to grab after the Narnia cube. Riza, being upset with him enough, hearing his disparaging remarks towards the others, made the angry retort that she almost felt like she didn't want to help him or his children ever again. That she was going to rethink it. He made a retort back that he didn't need her help. And I, at that moment, had insisted that for once in his life could he actually be civil. It was at that point that he decided to fire his laser at me.
Clipped Ethan too when he was on the ground. Mind you, he was kind of bleeding out, dying at that point, so didn't really help either.
Yes. He decided to start a conflict while many of us were recovering from surviving a king's clock. The manifestation of this mothership, along with its troops and soldiers. We had people who were dying, and he decided to start fighting. This obviously set both me and Riza off. We both went after him with the intent to eliminate him from the equation. He's a slippery little fiend, he is. He was able to avoid us, and so Riza utilized her ability to banish him away. We haven't communicated with him since. He has been heretofore banned from Heaven's Reach, and we have no intention of assisting him directly, ever again. Annabelle, hearing about this information, has also decided to step away from her father. In turn, she's brought Calypso and Athena here. They are actually probably right now resting in the waters down there. We're keeping them safe. Which is the next step of the process at the end of the day. Now that you have returned. While we were waiting for your return, Riza and myself were scouring the twisting corridors in order to try and find a doorway once more back to her homeworld. Hopefully this time leading to the Narayu temple. Is there something you want to say there, Dario?
I said road trip.
Oh, road trip. That's what you said. It will be another road trip. which reminds me, there's another thing that I want to do before we go on that road trip. I need to talk with Risa about that. That aside, I know your position and your feelings have never been the best when it comes to that man. And I know that you're probably not too happy to hear about this development. But if anything, it might also show you a little bit why in the world Annabelle's acting out.
I see.
There is some good news though too. With the loss of some, we've gained more.
That's
The
I've
wonderful
noticed.
Oishi has started gracing our lands.
Jolly good.
And likewise, I do believe you may have encountered her daughter, Cynthia. I'm not quite sure.
Lots of new faces, lots of new names. Not a lot I have memorized, to be honest.
That's perfectly fine. Effectively, not only have we decided to, well, allow people who are willing and able to fight to do so in this endeavor. And while the champions themselves will be very important in specific scenarios, namely because there are doors that are locked in the deepest reaches of the in-between, by their souls alone can they be unlocked. The fact of the matter is that we need people who aren't spread thin to also be ready. This is why in the world individuals such as Ethereal, as well as some others, have stepped up to plate. Ethan is one of them. He's been doing his best. That one too, yes, Saya. My good friend, Zenobel. He heard about everything going on, and he too has started to take interest. He knew that if I was involved, it was something very dangerous. And Cenobel is one of the individuals alongside the Concio who has taken on monsters about this size, so I trust them to be of use in the coming days. While you was asleep, a number of people came and talked. I've noticed a little bit that Nomad has been a little bit more unstable emotionally, I think. I'm not quite sure. You also have to beg my forgiveness. I didn't quite understand one day quite how much he would be upset should we utilize the simulation of Scarlet Cane.
He's not fond of that one.
No, I found out quite not, and I know my words alone aren't going to correct what I did that day.
I'll
But I did
take
apologize.
partial blame for that. I made a soft joke, and the joke ended up being correct. Of when Nomad jumped down, because I knew that her information has been recorded, I jokingly went, "Oh look, Nomad's here. Watch we get to fight Scarlet," and then they actually appeared.
If
Oh,
you didn't know,
Okay.
then you didn't know.
I knew it was an enemy that they have faced before,
Yes.
and that they had.
But you didn't know his feelings.
I didn't know his feelings, and the main reason why we decided to conjure forth Scarlet Cane was because we had a ample amount of cosmic energy built up to be able to conjure the additional enemies that she will summon when they do face her in true battle. We don't necessarily always have the resources for every simulation out there. That being said, I do know that he's been very tense, and I think you may have had a conversation with him once or twice since. But I think he's the next individual that we should all probably be taking care of. I think his instability is starting to affect his friends. I've noticed that Utsa himself has also been very uncomfortable.
I would not surround him. Let me deal.
That's not what I mean. I wasn't meaning that we all just, I'm just saying that I think if we should focus on any one of our compatriots, of the champions that is, I think the one that is currently the most vulnerable is him.
He has been a focus of mine for a good time now, as he is a good friend.
That is good to hear. But, let's see here. And Dara, is there anything that I feel like I'm missing? I mean, is there anything you think I'm missing? Why would you know what I'm feeling?
I believe that's.
You have a slightly bit better memory than me.
I believe that is mostly everything from once he went into the cocoon. Again, going over it all was, of course, the assault that was allowed to happen here to try and track, which ended up ending in failure. The activation of the testing ward, which
You did-
ended up as a success.
Did you actually mention the knowledge, what our knowledge of them, the tracking failing means for us?
That I did not go over.
All right.
So,
So.
Oh.
To put it simply, basically, Riza allowed Dokumo to come in here. They eventually left. Though Riza revealed that the whole intention was to get Dokumo close to the core so it could put a tracker on them. Unfortunately, she revealed quite afterwards that she could not sense Dokumo We could not track him. We knew that the Ravens and the Rebel Party has been in the in-between for quite some time. They've been most likely fighting off the Keepers. However, there are something more stronger than even the Keepers. Should basically you keep fighting, the cosmic unconsciousness will create something more powerful. Riza has termed these individuals as celestial knights, I believe.
Either Celestial or
I might be
Cosmic Knights, one or the other.
I'll get a reconfirmation from her on that. But essentially, these entities are even more powerful than the Keepers, and this also means that since the Ravens are constantly stirring up this noise in the in-between, we're going to have to deal with the hornet's nest that they've stirred up when we go down there ourselves.
If I recall when I asked her how strong a single knight is, I believe she said either it was she can barely withstand one, or it was all of you together could barely withstand one. They are...
All of you
something
together referring to...
Riza. Riza. I remember she said she couldn't even handle one, I believe. Or barely handle one. To put it in
I know
scale.
that the Sentinels of the Tower required me, Riza, and Janice fighting at full strength in order to take it down. And even then, we all nearly exited out of that dead.
They might be on par with that.
If she believes that she alone can handle it, then it would be under that.
I can't remember if she said her alone or she said you and her could barely handle one.
Ah, I see.
Generally, only one is
Basically-
ever needed to take on anything in the in-betweens.
Effectively, what this confirmed for us is that one, Dokumo has been killed and returned to the tower. It also means, well, it's one thing to wonder. We are unsure of the current status of most of the Ravens right now. I know that we have Ryu, who was our man on the inside, but I'm not quite sure of if...
Well, he's here now, so...
Yeah.
And then we also have the... Architect, was it?
Ah, yes, the Architect. That's right. There's another Raven who has appeared. I'm not sure if you... No, you...
Oh, they
Were
kept
you
their
around when
crew,
Ryu
I-
showed up?
They were not.
Oh.
That was,
Pardon me,
that was
sorry.
still during the...
Ryu is another one of the Ravens. They were a double agent. They were among the rebel Ravens and feeding Riza information.
I see.
He has since come here and is now calling Kevin's Reach his home, along with Jin Bin. Cosmic Jin Bin. Baby Jin Bin. Baby Bin. I'm getting too engrossed in details. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's me. It's a me thing. Anyways, there was another Raven that appeared, and is the one that assisted in the creation of the Champion's Isle. His name was the Architect. He did not give his true name.
No, he kept himself cloaked as a raven.
I see.
Yes, he also did not have a form, so. But he keeps to himself, from what I can tell. I only saw him once when we finally opened up the gateway to the Champion's Isle. So.
I've heard of the architect. A little bit.
Yeah. I'm sure he probably would enjoy a spot of tea with you one day.
Huh.
He seemed like a very jolly fellow.
Hmm.
But, yes, okay, I think that's it. I mean, I have my own island now. There's another development.
You do.
Not that that's
I
important.
was wondering what that was.
So when are
Yes,
you
it's
raiding
my
your
home.
island?
Whenever the bridge is up, you can get to my island the same as the others. Though I might request that Riza create a pathway to our island separately. Partially because of the fact that I realized the day that I had took some of my allies up there that I wasn't sure if there were some people who had went up to visit Riza's island, and when I went to disperse the bridge, I was like, wait, maybe there are some people up there who are stuck on the island now.
See daisies.
I think if she doesn't put in that sort of option for us, we should probably inform no one go to an island without the accompaniment of the owner of said island.
Makes sense.
So that way we can keep track of people. But I do believe that that's everything. We've had a couple of other people who have completed level 2 of Demon's Bane.
I've yet to.
People are actually enjoying the challenge.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to see you're awake, David.
Wow. She figured that out quicker than most.
It took me a moment to notice a total appearance change.
Your mother couldn't even figure this one out. Meh. She had to be told.
You know, funniest.
Well, you
No
very-
offense to
very-
Ares,
very
but
good
they're a
with
little
hair
bit
and a
more
plain
bronze
coat.
than brains.
Oh,
It
thank you.
took them a little bit to figure
Like
out
me with
David,
it, wait till you see
and
me
then
without it.
when
Haha.
I was walking away, and Nomad instantly went, "Wait, David?" I turned to Ares and was like, "Wow, Nomad figured it out right away." And they got.
Listen, it takes my mom a little bit. She is getting older.
There, I
Like
believe
I
their
said,
exact
no
words was,
offense
"Oh,
to
fuck
darling."
you, Ethereal," and then they jumped away from me.
As much as I'm that person and being like the heir of the Maliorn family, my mother is getting older, so it takes her a little bit longer than most to figure things out sometimes. But she's always
I
had
also
strong
like to
hand.
think. I like to think that it's just she has her head on other things, her mind on other things.
She is involved with a lot
She
and
is
going
a
through a
stress-
lot, so I don't blame her.
She's a stressed out woman, and when you get stressed out, you start losing your memories. Turns out, I don't say turns out, I know this. Stress actually causes a chemical imbalance within a
Welcome
organic
to the
body
Maliorn
that
family. We
causes
have a lot
memory
of white
loss.
hair.
That explains a lot. I love my wife, but she is a stress ball.
Well, fortunately for your wife, that I do believe that white hair is hereditary.
Very much is. looks like green strand is for mine. That's gonna be fun having.
I miss my black and blue hair. That's all I gotta say.
Your child is going to have some of the most interesting hair colors out there.
Potentially.
It's gonna be like red,
Green,
purple, white,
purple,
and green.
red, and white strands.
Well, green strands tend to increase depending on the amount of magic potential they have.
They might just be straight green hair then.
Hmm?
Oh! Harry Shumsker.
Hi. Sorry, I had to take an emergency.
So long to figure out David was David.
It only took me a few seconds.
Ignore that really awkward flip off. There we go. Stronger than ever.
Mom,
Thank you, Mary.
come on.
We're just kidding, Aries. Come back.
No. No.
Don't go.
Whenever I evolve and you see someone with yellow eyes and black and white hair, you're gonna be like, oh my god, who is that person? Oh my gosh. Who is that person?
Will you evolve into a Pokemon this time?
I'll turn into like I'll maybe turn into like something cool, like I don't know, Metagross or something. I don't know. Metagross is kind of gross. Meta. Firstly, I wanted to ask how you been.
Well, went to Orlando Soccer, whenever that was, and had a good time. Simply catching up with some old friends, conversions, riding a train. It was all quite nice.
Managed to catch up with Pads.
I didn't, unfortunately.
Or not Higgs, sorry. You met Higgs already.
No, sadly I didn't get to converse with Patty. I would have liked to have seen her, but busy Patty. She has a lot going on. I did converse with
Seems
Higgs.
so.
He was around. He seemed tired, worn out. Apparently putting runes up on houses. I caught up with Miss Persephone. That was lovely.
That's very good to hear.
And I met a new friend named
to,
Kate.
kinda-
He was lovely.
Ooh. Very nice. I hope the whole Sachi thing didn't wear you down. I know how much you and him go back.
That is an unfortunate surprise. But not one that I wasn't necessarily expecting, to be honest.
Regardless, it's for the better for, I guess, the climate here. He was someone that was inherently aggressive when we needed people who cared for us, you know? We don't need mercenaries, we need friends. If that makes sense.
I suppose I agree with that, yes.
Because our bond with our friends is stronger than hired gun. And personally, the only people I've brought in here have not been just strong people, but friends. So, good ones. But there's one friend in particular I still don't understand, I suppose. When you were asleep, I can't help but wonder how long or how much time you felt like it passed.
I don't know. I stopped keeping track at one point. Started forgetting a lot of things. Unfortunately, whenever I go through that, as I had told Riza before getting in that cocoon, it's not pleasant. Never is. And unfortunately, this time was probably one of the worst times. I've never been in the cocoon that long. So unfortunately, it wasn't relaxing as much as I would have liked it to be. There were some nice times, though, don't get me wrong. Towards the end, especially.
What changed it up?
Good memories.
That's good to hear.
I heard your voice, by the way. Lots of voices, actually. Many of them were muffled from a lot of the background. I discovered a lot of people talked to me while I was in that egg. And I remember a good few conversions. However, some of it's a little bit blurry. It was unfortunately difficult to make out what was my own mind and what was someone speaking to me. But I was able to hear your voice very loudly at one point in time. Telling me I need to get out of there, y'all are waiting for me, all that whatnot. It was nice.
Wait, you heard that?
It was at an opportune time as well. Very nice.
Damn, I guess me yelling at the orb did do something. It seems that me yelling at things pushes gears in the right direction more than often than not. Still, I can't help but think about the kind of things what was going on up there, I suppose. But regardless, I'm sure that's still something for you to decipher over time.
Oh, we have
Nightmares and all
hired
that.
guns, in a sense. We have dedicated people.
How was the conversation with you and Lloyd?
Cut short, unfortunately. The whole situation with Annie, had me nervous. After, she had approached me with her offer, so I needed to make sure that was taken care of. By the time that was over, unfortunately, he had left, but he'll be around whenever he decides to come around. And then we'll continue the conversion then.
The conversion, I suppose, as a way of putting it. Well, I suppose then that just kind of leaves me to, I guess, ask one more thing. What were some of the things you heard, voice-wise?
Lots of stories. Good bit of venting, it seemed. People giving me encouragement, letting me know that they're waiting. Mixtures of unfortunate voices pounded in with all that.
I see.
Just people describing how I looked. Why do you ask?
Okay, well, I guess I was just hoping that no one was feeding like bad thoughts, I guess, into your head.
If
Like,
anyone
I
was
guess that the
feeding
one thing I
bad
was worried
thoughts into
about.
my head, it was myself, Ares, and that in fact was occurring at the time. It was the stuff of nightmares, to be honest with you. It was not a pleasant experience.
Nightmares.
There was a situation at one point where I saw some lady chainsawing multiple bits of Sachi's body apart until he was dead. And I was chased by spiders, etc. It was a lot. Not memories I think fondly on.
Gosh, I'm sorry to hear that, Dave. Really?
Like I said, it's part of the process, unfortunately. But by the end, I was able to take care of it. When I got out, woke up, all that. So. Sorry to hear about Sachi. I saw that one coming, unfortunately, but I'm still sorry to hear about that. Three-stream streak!
It's something that
Fuck yeah!
we didn't, not prepare for. That makes sense. We were all ready to get rid of him if the case is happened, but it wasn't something we were really hoping to do. Hoping he was going to finally kind of come to his senses, but things happen, you know?
Yeah.
He threatened my family multiple times. He's always touched things he doesn't need to be touching. He's a unhinged old man. It was only a matter of time before another resurgence of that age were to happen. Unfortunately, it's just sort of come to that time that we honestly don't really need him. If he had information, that's all we needed. I hate saying that because I don't want to just take people's information and there you go. Like, I'm not one to use people, but you know, I guess we should have just understood what his intentions were. Would have avoided a lot of the pain, but better that it happened then than later. As for you, I'm glad that you're back. And I'm glad that we have a lot more people underneath our wing now that, you know, we've opened our doors to business. We have more people that are willing to help us in the conflict. For reasons I'm not really sure. I can at least give you reasons for a few of mine.
Get in the arena, Wayne.
Fuminori, Lloyd, Orion, Ali. They are searching for that purpose. And when I told them that this place was meant to help nurture and take care of champions and warriors alike, it was to help them hone and focus their skills against others that are like-minded. And they found that as an opportunity. And that, well, they all find their fair share of darkness in their lives. So I think this place would be a nice paradise for them to relax at. In fact, Allie actually spent the night here for the first time, and she told me it was the best sleep she's had in a little while.
Glad to hear that the homes are getting used.
I'm glad to. The other fighters, my other friends, they want to save our home. So,
I think there's a conversation that needs to be had with this new lot at some point. Just something I'd like to do. We have all these people coming and going who want to help. Well, if they want to help, then they're going to have to work for it. And I want to see that dedication.
What are you thinking?
Training, clock sims, direct fighting, experience, observation. I don't want you to just come, hang out, and converse with me. I want to watch you fight. I want to see you fight. I want to see you train. If you can dedicate yourself, and I can see that you have dedication, and you're not going to break, then you are useful. Outside of that, if you want to visit, you're welcome to do so. I don't want to send anyone into battle who's not prepared to potentially lose a life. But I also don't want anyone to lose a life in general. What were you thinking?
I was thinking something likewise as well. Getting a kind of not a tournament, but like a bit of like a group exercise. We send in a group into the arena, have them fight a tier 1 or category 1 and a category 2 back to back, and then we send them into Demon's Bane, and then see how they come back out, kind of thing.
That would be useful. I would like to obstruct Esso's original training plans. Teach him the way he taught us. Or teach them the way he taught us. You know, stern. But also, he would hit us. He would hit us with what we did wrong, but he would always end it with what we did right. And he would always give us constructive criticism. He never beat us. He would beat us up for sure, but it never felt like it hurt. Felt like I needed to hear it.
Not a bad way of looking at it, but at least I think with us behind the wheel, I think would be much more, I guess, forgiving mentors, maybe. I don't know.
That's not how I teach. I can be forgiving, yes.
Well, I mean, being drained of your very life essence.
Okay, that's a different story. That's a different story. That was one situation that can be changed. I'm not planning on beating the fuck out of someone until they're near death. That is probably something we could avoid.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying.
You listen, the 90%, Ares, 90% of everything that he did was good. That was like the 10 or the 1% of the one thing, all right? We don't need to remember the one thing. We can remember the good stuff, all right? And also keep in mind, he did it in good faith. Yes, it wasn't good. Yeah. It was not a good idea. He nearly fucked over Higgs. He nearly destroyed Higgs, but
Higgs found that in good faith when he was almost a star on the floor.
Listen, he didn't also, Esu didn't know, so, but probably, things who knows, maybe it was his first time training a bunch of people like this. I don't know how void creatures work. I don't know, I liked the way he taught. I had a lot of teachers. And probably out of all of the teachers that I have had, besides Riza, of course, he was a good one. The other ones I had growing up were very stern, very strict, smacking the hand kind of things. You know how it is. Not much for
you know what I'm thinking?
Praise.
For you? Like, if you were, like, the teacher, it's like, you gotta let them all lined up in a line, you have your bow staff out, it's like, you need to be stronger, speed, faster, on your posture.
I mean, I had a vision similar to that, but that last bit, nah, not quite. I'm not the old master sensei. But I'll be the sensei.
I mean, I think we've had our fair share of lessons, I suppose, that I think we can impart. Tell you what, David, think about it. Next week, or maybe this week, if you want to get started on it really early, we send out a message to the crystal or whatever. Take this time maybe to rest first.
Good evening.
Hello. Evening. If
new phase,
right? Like, yeah. I don't know who brought that one in. I think that was Lady Q that brought that one in. If you want to, maybe I again either this week or next week we could send the message to the crystal. Be like, hey guys. All those that want to help
Bloody
us.
Call it the crystal. It's a crystal.
it was an inside joke.
Oh, okay. It's just. Oh my goodness gracious! We're calling it the crystal. I heard Riza call it the crystal.
Okay, but like we sent out a message like, hey, for those that want to help out through this situation, everyone that wants like trusted members that wants to help, meet up here at this time.
That's actually exactly what I had in mind.
Champions are abstained. That's my only request. No champions need a help.
Champions
we sit and we watch.
Yes. But I will do the teaching. So I will not be doing the fighting, but I'm going to do the teaching. Unless you want to join.
I'd love to.
Very well. But yes, no, that's actually what I had in mind. is get the group together. I have a few words I would like to share with them. Have them spar with each other, and then watch.
I like that.
Set up sparring
If we
partners.
really want to toss one, if we really just want to have like one champion among them, I think we can just send Ethereal in there to kind of be like the
I think
guess the
Ethereal
guiding
actually
hand,
needs to be with
maybe?
this group. Ethereal is a champion, yes, but Ethereal has a lot of work.
That would be good. It would be a very good time for us, at least to show them how we were trained.
He is a champion by
I remember
name.
very clearly.
He is not a champion by origin. That doesn't mean I'm knocking his. He has the title. I'm not knocking that. But he doesn't have the training. At least the experience.
And just so that I want to be clear about it. Whenever we do train these guys, I want to make it clear that these people aren't doing this like they are welcome to drop at any point, right? They can go back to comfy, Heaven's Reach, read books, whatever. But if they really want to commit to this,
No, absolutely. They can drop whenever they would like to. As I said I want to see dedication. If you want to leave, then by all means leave. But that means to me that you're not interested anymore. So, like I said, show me.
That works. Well, whenever you do decide to go through with this, either this week, next week, whatever, let me know. I'll get my old bow staff ready. I don't have a bow staff like yours, but I have a walking stick that looks pretty mean. So.
Totally good.
But I think it would be good to at least warm them up. We're trying to find what was it? The next thing on the list right now is to find the Naryu Temple, if I'm correct.
I believe that is the next thing on the list from what I had just recently heard. That is something they could possibly assist with them. That, to my knowledge, is not a champion required location or event. It's not something we need to be telling them that they're working towards. They're working towards the end goal. That's all they need to know. They don't need to get their hopes up that we have some specific mission involved for them that they're going to partake on. I've seen many people who just want to do it for the adventure. I don't want to see that.
We need to have them be ready for when, let's say, we need those necessary. We need them to be on call, like Randolph and Ethan, right? Like those guys, they were ready.
And I'm also not
to
promising
some degree.
anything. If in the end, the only thing I'm promising is that you'll get tougher. If you're picked, that's up to that's up to your dedication, and that's up to how things work out.
Absolutely. Excuse me. I am very excited to hear about this. I was actually really hoping we could get back to the whole roots of things, because I love Heaven's Reach, but the I don't want just the arena to be kind of just, I don't know,
sparring
turned into
arena.
just a dueling.
It's more than
Yeah,
that.
the arena was there. Yeah, the arena was there for a reason. You know.
Yeah, that it has.
But I just I'm gonna sit back down again because I'm not actually I wasn't done.
Okay. Go on.
So I have, I guess, for like in terms of like updates from me, I guess to give you a brief of what's happened with me thus far. A lot of turmoil within my family has kind of happened with Maxine unfortunately dipping her finger into things she probably shouldn't be, but she's better today. Before, when you got into the cocoon, it was a lot worse. A lot worse, to the point where it was driven people to try to attempt assassinate her.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. The assassin in question, Roderick, he came here as well, and I'm fine with him walking around here, and I understand the reason why he tried. Understand does not mean I agree, of course. Him showing up here is fine, but I really want to make sure it's clear.
Do something like that.
Maxine is adept with connecting to the paranormal because of her abilities, her natural abilities, like mine. We see spirits all the time. We don't see souls, we see aura. So whenever a spirit sits right in front of us, we can see its shape. Its soul is, well, hard to defer. We can't tell if it's demonic or spiritual in nature. We just see aura. Maxine was being haunted by Luna, a previous dead daughter of Roderick, who passed away during a unfortunate circumstance. Though she was able to recover because of her psionic mind, and she was rebuilt as a synthetic with that mind intact. But whilst in that state of limbo, she was haunting Maxine. And Maxine went to go try to go looking for answers about it. This drove Roderick up the wall, thinking that she's trying to get involved with his family. This spiraled so out of control where Roderick made an attempt to threaten her once, saying that "leave my family alone, or I'm gonna blast you," kind of thing, right? Which she said, "I'll do so," but even so, that didn't stop the haunting completely. And if you're being stalked, you can't really just ignore the thing stalking you, right? So she tried to do what she could to remove it from her life entirely, just kind of shutting it out. Was to ask it why, what she wants with her. I think after when Lunetta came to be and mentioned remembering Maxine, that drove Roderick to some kind of anger, to the point where he then wanted to do that in. Thankfully, it didn't go well, or on his end, it didn't go well. My Sentinel, Saturn, was there to help assist Maxine by getting out of there, and just taking the sniper rounds, because apparently he also hired another assassin, so it was like a 2-on-1. So that pissed me off, but regardless, it was Saturn showed up, even the odds by placing a barrier down. Tried to converse with Roderick, letting him know that they could resolve it peacefully. Roderick denied multiple times and continued to open fire. We then had a meeting after the fact where we tried to settle a dispute we agreed that sometime soon in the future, where Roderick and Maxine would duke it out in some sort of warrior-style combat to kind of finally push aside the difference. But regardless, it's still not release. There's still no release of tension there.
I'm sorry to hear that. Perhaps I'll have to have a conversation with the lad.
You know, you can talk to Roderick about it, and maybe you can get his better view on it. But when he talked to me about it, I don't know what he wants to prove. It seems like he's on this like deranged like thing of trying to prove himself or something. It was weird.
Could also
I
be
really
his
didn't
body.
understand it.
Could also be his body influencing him in some way.
What do you mean?
Myself, Fable, and Roderick share the same metals.
Oh shit! I didn't know Roderick had enigmatic metals.
I was patient zero, so to say, so I unfortunately got the worst of it. Roderick, to my knowledge, is, well, he was better off.
I understand.
And I'm sorry.
Maxine is much better. Yeah, Maxine's much better to hear about it now. I have a little one now, Libra. He's
Another kid?
my happiness, I suppose. This one was more biological this time.
Not biological. Stop having kids. Who's the father?
The one I don't know how to explain it. It was a really weird situation that happened. Let's just say something latched onto me, and then in a way, and then when it was finally expelled and it was done growing off of me, not like a tumor. That's
She
not
gave
like a
birth to a
tumor, but
xenomorph.
Once it was expelled,
She had a face
off of
helper.
me and it
She had a
gave
face
life
hugger.
and form. It was sort
Gave
of
birth
like
to
a
a xenomorph.
mini in a way. Little Libra.
I'm
My
sorry to hear
body's-
that, but it seems like you're happy.
It's comforting in a way because my body's infused with void too much sometimes, and when I was moving through a plane near the astral sea, a spirit wandered by, and naturally they're drawn to beings filled with void because, you know, energy, sustenance and all that, but it seemed that it was some sort of specific construct, or not construct, it was a specific spirit that could latch onto things and copy and share, like, information. With that in mind,
I heard
it
that
shared
one out
my
of character.
race,
That's
my-
kind
I
of
guess,
shocking.
some bit of my personality and even my ideals. Though he did not talk for a little while. In fact, he barely knew how to speak. He had to teach him basically everything. I know that was a kind of a big information sandwich that just served you there, but
I've had nothing but information sandwiches since I've gotten out of the cocoon. And while I was in the cocoon, I think I had a fair share of information sandwiches. Getting used to it.
TLDR, yeah, TLDR, just new kid, taking care of this kid. Bella is finally out of the hospital, but she's quitting the NLC because of how they treated her.
I'm happy
So-
to hear your kids are doing well.
Yeah, trying. As for me, I guess a rival of mine is starting to make an appearance again.
Right.
Rage.
Rage.
Remember the
Did he choose that
thing
one?
I was kind of making? Yeah.
Tell him to get a better
It was
name.
weird. He's a biological weapon that was
Oh.
made through a virus, and
I guess that
he
is-
found me as someone who's worthy prey, I guess.
Huh.
And when he infected me in the middle of Orlando Saka, gave birth to the rage virus inside my body, kind of made me go cuckoo crazy for a little bit, where I was able to grow biological weapons on me at times. Turned me into a complete asshole, though. But they were able to find a cure for it, or at least a sedative to kind of put it back under, where I can control it again, but it would be less, there was someone behind the wheel that wasn't me. So apparently Maxine told me that Rage was kind of putting the fear of God into her through a virus of some way. I felt a surge, but that was it. But it seems that Maxine was called out specific. So in due time, it may seem like me and her got a fight on our hands.
I wish you well in that endeavor. If you need a leg up, let me know.
I would definitely like to have the leg up. The guy can adapt to whatever comes at him. He eats animals and is able to copy their genetic DNA, which is why whenever he was able to grow like crow wings on his back, he was able to turn his entire arm into like a big quill, like a porcupine quill missile thing.
Sounds rather
It's
uncivilized.
weird. Yeah, no, he does not sound like a great guy. But yeah, that's just sort of been the situations that I've been handling on my end. Though not unbearable, just chores, I suppose. So I wouldn't consider my kids being the chores in the situation, just the universe testing my patience. I also built a memorial for Calcifer at my home as well.
And I will have to visit that one as well. Try to make a habit of visiting Calcifer anytime I go to Dragonspire.
Calcifer was someone that I highly appreciated for what he's done for me. I don't know if it was me, but I started to see him in ways that were weird. Like I saw him in reflections. I saw him sitting down at a bench somewhere, and then when I blink, he would be gone. It's not like he's haunting me, but it's just kind of been a back of my head reminder, I guess.
Yeah. Sometimes our brains play trick on us. Let us see things we want to.
I'm glad that at least somewhere in there he's, I guess, still watching, I guess.
I like to think he's with the others. They're all telling stories.
Mm-hmm.
Coco me.
Sorry to deter the conversation from that, but I was gonna bring a friend here to help me teach me the I guess the important things of cosmic energy and all that grid.
No.
I don't know if that guy rings a bell to you.
Can't say that it does.
Grid is a old friend of mine from the old Misty Shore days. He's someone that is more than capable of, doing great things with his cosmic manipulation. And I kind of wanted to bounce off of him with learning, because honestly, I want to kind of replace my void stuff soon. I hate taking away from things. I want to make things. It's hard to make things with void.
Well, perhaps you can also ask Riza as well. One does not just simply manipulate cosmic energy, to my knowledge. One's body must have a catalyst to support it.
Maybe. Actually, this doesn't sound like a bad idea. I could definitely use the, in lack of better words, a MacGuffin for my training. Something that could at least ignite the process.
Just don't get to the point where you're stealing my stick. Higgs already did that. I'm joking.
I'm gonna have a giant bow staff. That's gonna be so much cooler. Mine can actually separate into nunchucks. It'd be so cool.
That'd be pretty neat, actually. But nunchucks are awful weapons. It is a flaccid stick. You are better off with a long stick than you are with a pair of nunchucks.
I feel like nunchucks can work if you know how to swing them instead of slamming your face into the, or slamming
Yes,
them
they
into your
can
face
work, but you know what else
times.
works? A big stick.
A big stick.
Not flaccid.
It takes less
stick.
training with a bow stick.
Also does that as well.
Takes less training with a giant stick. You can bonk someone without needing to train with it, but you can bonk someone in a fancy way with a stick.
They've come back. They succeeded. Why don't you greet our newest victors of the maze?
Oh, so...
Oh, by the way, to correct myself, Galaxy Knight. Galaxy Knight's what they're called.
Galaxy Knights. Roger that.
And it's something that if we ever encounter, we never want to fight.
The yellow one was a lot brighter. I don't know if it was just me. I could barely see that one. I mean, I could see it as well.
What have you done as soon as you saw one of the situations?
Oi.
Good evening, sir. Are you the one that came from the sack? Whatever?
Stood on it.
Cocoon, and yes, I am David.
A pleasure to meet you, sir.
Good to meet you.
I am Aurin Geneos Brisna of Haskralhund of Waterdeep.
That is
You may
quite a
simply call me
mouth.
Aurin.
So we figured when we actually saw something on the floor,
Aurin.
it's like, oh,
Good
this
to
is
meet you,
something
Aurin.
else.
We
David.
also had to go with our gut for whether which.
The real title's much longer, considering it has my position as well.
I see.
So he could, and then we also.
Now,
Have you
one
been enjoying
thing that
yourself?
is extremely important about this specific
As much as I can while I'm in
it is
this...
designed to
Oh, well, let's start with here then. It's pleasant, it's nice, very,
behavior of the in-between.
unfamiliar architecture, but it's pleasant at least.
Not know.
And I don't waste any time by being here,
I'm not going to
technically.
say that you did anything
I'd say
wrong
that's pretty good.
this time around, but
Jolly good.
considering the place
Hmm.
and its dangers,
In terms of, outside there,
to
yeah,
investigate the
it
environment
could be a lot better.
to the absolute peak.
I'm learning to acclimate
That
outside of
system might as
Waterdeep.
well have killed you on the spot.
Everything has its architecture in itself is an art. Comes in all different
Could have
types.
Looked for the exit first before
Hmm.
you decided to touch it. In fact, I have seen someone do that on the very first run.
Oh well.
Right there.
A pleasure to meet you then, sir, at least.
Good to meet you,
Congratulations on,
After he has seen the
what'd you say,
exit,
reawakening?
he has reconsidered his options.
Thank you very much.
Deemed the sigil as
It's been
something
nice
that
being
could
out and about
potentially
again.
unlock it, looking at the pots.
Stretch your legs.
Indeed.
That very number, looking at the sigil
Interesting.
again, would make
Well,
a lot of sense.
I
for
suppose
the
I'll,
unlocking mechanism.
continue hearing about the escapades of these three.
I want to travel
There are many
Sounds
things in
wonderful.
the in-between
Enjoy.
That are very deceiving. That is what we are
Merry
trying to
Christmas.
find
Except for you.
out. And
You've
it
been a
doesn't stop here.
cunt.
New layers of Demon's Bane. Each time, the maze will
I'm just fucking around.
between will put you to the test. It's probably not going to be the last time you're going to be going through that. Keep that in mind.
And after all, now
Kill
that Lisa
pigs.
has the good help of the architect, I can
I didn't
only
see this
imagine what
jokes become a
ideas he
thing.
could come up with in there.
Kill Ethan. He's not here.
That
Can't
would be
kill Ethan. He's not here.
ways of it.
You could have just left the fun without me.
Really? Oh, that's a shame.
Yes, he left the very day
I know
most
that.
of our champions were able to take a look at the island.
I believe they planned it next week.
Like, someone noticed has been up here?
Yeah, so is Kami.
Damn it.
I was
Yaku?
Catch your breath, my dear.
I was under
Welcome
the
to Section
impression that he
100.
was another one.
Oh, exactly. I know exactly what
you think was like
he
Ryu.
goes through. No, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was quite a good. That was quite a good sentence, Mom.
Everybody has a Pokemon
It's amazing how much of a grasp some of you have in common.
My mode of normal speech for my species is so far different than speaking like this. It's why it's so difficult for me.
Interesting.
Mood.
Pleasure to see you
Fucking
again,
mood.
Sir Aura.
With
Good evening, madam.
with that note, I do need to go get that cat nap that I had suggested of taking. So
Of course.
I hope that you all have a wonderful evening and travels. I know that some of you are going to be eagerly awaiting some friends. I hear that Saya and them are going off to rescue someone. So
Interesting.
So, you all have a wonderful evening and good luck in your next endeavors. I'm off to have a cat nap on my island.
Alright.
You be well.
I'm just gonna
David.
sleep well. Too.
Have a good night, Miss Q.
Sleep well.
Say, Sir Oren, do you
Yes.
do you
Enjoy
engage
sleeping in the
combat
daytime.
activities?
Repeat yourself. Combat activities, you said?
Nocturnal,
Do
I
you
think.
engage in them?
She may be.
Aha. Let's hope.
I am House Gralhun's Waterdeep estate guard captain. I train the guards as well as teach them how to be proper senses of nobility. I am a practitioner of the blade song for practically most of my life. I am very well combat oriented, madam.
Excellent.
That one reminds me of my dad.
I have a proposal, David.
Why are you so deterred from another noble?
Demon's Bane Layer 1?
Because I'm a noble, that's how it works.
Right now?
Assuming I'm a princess now, I don't.
I wouldn't see why not. The day has just begun.
Only if you attend.
That's like doing a 9 to 5. Spending time.
You would like me to attend?
I don't do that.
Well,
Yeah, it's
I
God,
cannot
love
deny
doing
that.
paperwork.
God, I
Wait,
love
what?
Let me explain, Sir Oren. We have a trainings area that is called the Drum House. Very mysterious. It is a pocket dimension within Heaven's Reach. Once you enter, you have 70 seconds before you hear the sound of a drum. Once you hear that drum, the whole entire room around you shifts, and you suddenly find yourself with different people. Those people are your opponents every 70 seconds. Sounds exciting?
Well, I suppose you all definitely have a sense of doing it. God, someone's going to steal that idea. I might steal that idea and give it to the Waterdeep games. Lovely. Sure, I'll... What is it the term? Play ball, I guess.
Speed dating for sparring.
Speed sparring.
I haven't heard that one before, but I will remember that.
Ask these people. I had it from them.
Well, everyone who would like to partake in some training activity, I will see you at the gate.
Suppose allow me to prepare my
David,
gear.
I'm sure you can
These
change
are
it back
my
to layer 1, yes?
Knightly. This is
I believe it is still on layer 2.
In a completely practical and non-aggressive sense, I could go for some violence.
Oh boy, level 1.
Yep.
Yes, some people want to have fun.
Riza will be joining us.
Oh.
Ethereal, you could use the training.
I knew he was gonna say that.
it was the most obvious answer. Oh wait, I get to spar with I get to spar with you, Teach, again.
I was like, I mean, I already forgot the Monster Hunter's name. Fuck, I feel bad.
I want to go.
Also forgot your name.
Hey.
I was eventually going to be asking you if you wanted to do a light spar in the arena, but if everyone's doing level 1, then I guess we can just...
I want to go to level 2 again, cause
Do you?
last time I wasn't ready for level 2. I'm ready this time. I have everything I need.
Has it already been changed back to
Next
level
time.
1?
The next time it is
That
set
it has.
up, we can take it.
Jolly.
It's
How about that?
I don't know what yours starts with, but I
Does
think
that sound good?
Now, do you want level 2 or do you want level 2?
That's level 2.0.
That's when we add clocks into it. Yeah.
I still have to do level 2, so.
Be careful.
Oh wait, you mean going through the maze while getting chased by?
I'm not doing it by myself.
And you cannot defeat them.
Yeah, that'd be a lot different than what we just did. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, I mean,
you went through all the
we
maze
have a
part.
general,
You
we
didn't
have a
go
general
through
sense
the
of
Oh gods, I'm getting shot at, aren't I? Great.
I mean,
Oh, I see everyone is here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like that is going to be an
I
exciting
apologize for
session
the
today.
absolute silence these guns use.
I made him do something a little bit
I was voluntold to do some training.
different and included.
Very good.
That's a good word. I'm stealing that.
Well then,
I have been. My existence is nothing but spite.
for
and
those who
As
don't
long
know,
as I should be fine.
sometimes you will find the chance of ending up in a room all by yourself. Take this opportunity to take a breath. Sit down, meditate, focus. Additionally, we only have 2 rooms that are containing one of these very gates. Stepping through this gate will lead you right back here. However, you have to be lucky to end up in a room like that. If you ever wish to leave the training area, seek for those. Any questions?
None, ma'am.
Wonderful. In that case, you may draw your weapons, because the fight will begin as soon as you step in.
I'll be sure to go easy on you.
Who is that directed at?
So this is what he meant by ridiculously strong. Oh well.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Taking things easy.
Oh boy.
Let's do this.
If I have to fight Ares again, I swear to God.
Just shoot them.
See you in?
These things is not like the other.
Magic missile.
Bloody magic missile. You have only a few more seconds. Make use of it.
Hey.
Boy.
Hey.
On guard!
Where am I?
Hello, sire.
Fucking claw.
Guess I gotta get rid of that.
Oh, hi, hon.
I'm enjoying myself, chat. Is Ares? Oh, not. Oi.
I left. Magic! Oh shit.
Whoops. My beat. Oh, whoop. We'll remove that wall. Shall we dance? Shall we dance?
Indeed we shall. Oi. Where'd I go?
saw you can do it that way.
That's awkward.
Maybe not so effective.
Behind you. Let's play fetch.
There you go.
Want to both come at me? Could be a decent fight. Poison? It's so funny, dude. It's such a fucking cuck-ass move, dude. It's so mean. It really is. It's such a fucking... It's a complete middle finger.
Nope.
Good one. How are you getting out? Like that.
Oh.
Hello, Messiah.
Hi, David.
I'll go.
How are we gonna start this? How goes?
However you like. I'll let you make the first
Isn't
move.
good. might be a good idea.
Heat.
Yes! Okay. Whew. I'm glad I backed up then. Okay. Watch your feet! Okay. Solutions.
Takes a while for metal to heat up, sire.
If I extend that heat, though.
Getting a little too cocky, am I?
I prefer jack of all trades, actually.
Gentlemen, I appreciate the hustle. Now do that while dodging.
Good practice.
Good. Whoops. I knew that was going to happen too. I tried to prevent it. I'll let you two have your fun.
Hi. This is awkward.
You can get out if you like. Fucking bloody magic missile.
Oh, that's hard. That's horseshit. I can't just shock the metal wall. All right, fine. I'll fight you. Come here, monk!
He's not running from a fight. He doesn't see a need to. Definitely being cocky. I'm going to prolong the inevitable. He hasn't used a summon on the only person he's used a summon so far on as Ares. He sees Ares as he sees Ares as is definitely up there. Alright, how many seconds? Oh! All right. Brought this on yourself, Imperial.
I did.
That was a pretty good arena, though. I'm glad that people are respecting the power scaling, though. Like, I wouldn't blame them if they didn't, but I'm happy that they are. It means a lot.
David, very good. For a little change. That'll be good. Need water, chat. Not the DVZ key blast. For sure. Dude, I wish someone else would have been in that arena and just seen the absolute just mayhem that was. Go out just oh man. Damn. Chad, I kinda need a piss. I'll change the music. I think I fucked up the DM menu, chat, by doing all my whippy dippies. There it is. You probably would have just hit. Now, whenever David takes off his bandana, that's whenever he's getting serious. Damn it. Alright, start the 60s, start the 70-second counter. It's like if Janice took off his mask, he becomes serious in a fight or duel. I'd like to fight Janice, for real. I feel like I'd hold a candle to Janice now. Before, David didn't fucking hold a candle to Janice, but I feel now I might hold a candle. We need to test the waters one day, see what happens. We'll see if Artlick ever wants to pop in. He's been in here before as Janice. So. Hey. Whenever you're ready.
There.
Sorry. Oh.
You know, if you can play that. There we go.
Oh!
Hey Goose, I just wanted to let you know that I'm gonna be taking my leave. It felt like I'm going to fall asleep while standing. That was kind of weird, so I think it's time for me to go to bed.
Okay. Sounds good. I'm probably going to be closing the lobby here relatively soon anyways. That was a nice fight, though. I enjoyed our key blasts.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome. I'll catch you later, Goose.
Alright, you have a good night, Luna.
Good night.
Ares! A little bit dramatic.
I'm letting the family fight.
About the same.
Ah.
I'm
You
just
got your
messing.
kid to fight. Go fight your kid.
I'm just messing.
You hit really hard, by the way.
Man, he set you up for greatness if only after he said, fuck you, just build a wall. Oh, eventually, Chad. Eventually they'll come around. I need a DM. I need DM Luna. And what about the thing that Ares and I discussed regarding a like an actual like training session on Sunday, like for the non the what do we call them, recruits? Only if you wish it.
I never understand how you fight.
Only if you wish it.
Oh, hold on.
Very well. How are you enjoying yourself?
Good. It's the first time I've been able to properly use these, so it's nice. I'm feeling more myself when I use such a barbaric weapon. I don't know.
Barbaric. Well, to each their own. I've used my own fair share. Keep it up. You pack a wallop.
Thank you.
I feel I will probably be exiting pretty soon during the next venture. But you're welcome to continue.
Fair enough.
Chair. Chair. Good spars, everyone.
A woman with her skin turned red. She ain't horns.
And I thought I only had that problem sometimes.
used to have that problem. Oh, that's fine.
Oh, goodness. There we go. Bloody hell.
So I take then your significant other is doing better from yesterday, or the other time, a few days ago. That's good.
Oh.
Evening.
Hello. Practice makes perfect.
Everybody
Mr.
seems so
Imperial.
tired.
Thank you for going easy on me.
Oh, I went easy on everyone. The only one I believe I actually put up a fight with was Ares and this, Riza. Oh, and maybe that one a little bit.
Everybody seems winded.
They went at it quite a
Me
bit.
doing training winds me out.
And there, will you be stopping by on Sunday by chance?
Yes, I will.
Jolly good. We plan on doing more of an actual training session at that point in time. At least Ares and I had discussed it. I'll run it by Riza at
Sounds
some
good.
point.
Anyone else who'd like to attend, other than the champions, or just anyone in general?
Anyone in general, but I especially would like you to be there. You do have a champion in title,
I will be there.
but you do need more experience.
I know. As I've always kept saying, I need more training to catch up. Gain experience.
But you'll be the one to set the example for the others.
Down. Don't you have responsibility
I will.
shoulders now?
I'm just playing with him.
I take it seriously.
Well, good. If that's the case, then I expect you to give 110%. As every managerial person would tell you. Hey.
A very good fight, sir.
So I go practice now for a bit.
My God.
Got it.
You're out of the egg and you're in fighting spirit. How the hell did that happen? You're out of a cocoon and you're already so fit to fight.
So damn hard. My
I
belt
got-
and boots
I got
are-
lucky, I
got
suppose.
so unlaced they don't function anymore.
Interesting, then, sir. Well, if you'd like to join me for a cup of tea.
Very well.
That goes for you as well, madam. You and your bloody cannon.
Yeah.
Who the fuck brings a cannon to a fight?
I can.
How do you load that thing?
Cannonballs? I carry around a portable hole instead of a bag of holding, so I'm able to carry bigger things.
Yeah, I can door it.
Sunday.
Miss Ares.
David said, people want to take part in something, be here.
Miss Ares. You look tired. Would you like to take a ride?
Ah, you were the dirt dog.
Now you're showing off.
I didn't think you could do this. Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah! Woo! Yeah! I'm. Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah! Let's go! Woo! Oh! David, this is fucking incredible. What the hell? Oh. Oh. Alright, let's head back to the others. Oh my god.
I
I'm
believe they had made the statement that they would like some tea.
What the hell was that mount of yours? What the hell
Oh,
is
here,
that?
we're looking at him.
Meanwhile, I'm looking at
Never seen a what was
Please,
it, shapeshift
allow
or-
me to brew it.
Very well.
Thank you.
Mr. Auron, was it?
Aurin.
Auron. Alright. Well, you haven't seen a bee shape before, or a wild shape.
I've seen a druid. Yes, I'm not stupid.
Then I suppose you can put two and two together.
I am no druid.
Well, it's somewhat similar. He's able to shapeshift.
Polymorph or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Much mana left. Hopefully I can eat this up. Apologies if it gets a bit warm in here.
Can't believe Aries Monday.
Tea's ready.
What was that?
A few things.
I definitely needed the leg up there. I hadn't went that overboard in a little bit. Oof.
If you'd like to know, channeling certain magics makes a few things glow here and there. Other than that, 'tis the blade song.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy. Let me get you your cup. You look just like one of my gods after a long day. Drink up.
Thank you.
Careful, it is piping hot. I should have said that at the beginning.
I like it warm. It's good. Very. That was great. I enjoyed that.
Would you like another cup?
Oh, yes, please. Cheers.
Very good brew.
Let me put it. Thank you. Very quick, too.
That is wild.
Much of the Growlhound family is a very impatient sort, so I've learned to do things quickly. Pompous, but as is nobility, even minor. I suppose I can't speak much for myself then.
Good spas all around.
Very. I'm going to get a good night's rest. Then it's back to it. One more day before I get to rest for the rest of the 10 day.
Cheers. I don't know if they've mentioned it, by the way, but all the homes that you see here are welcome for dwelling. Guest houses, essentially.
Thank you for the information and the offer. I do have a place to stay, however. In Waterdeep. But if things change, I will.
I'm not saying permanent
Perhaps take the
lodging, I'm
offer.
saying a night or two. Up to you.
Thank you.
Place is pretty nice, especially that big one right behind you. I'm a bit of bias toward that one.
You got a
I
even
shouldn't be
bigger
sorry to
one,
take it.
Harry. The island.
I know. I'm just saying I'm biased toward that one because that was kind of my house there for a bit.
Indeed it was.
I live in one of
big
the
family needs a big house.
I live
True.
in one of the dorm buildings, right next to the guard house dorms. I have my own nice dwelling, 2-story.
You keep mentioning Waterdeep, and it's striking a bell for
City
me.
of Splendors.
Xanathar is the north.
Yes, Xanathar is one of the many people in Waterdeep. Everyone's heard of him. The Zentarum as well. The mercenary company, one of the stranger mercenary companies.
I've heard some things about the Zentarum, meaning they kind of deal in shady business time to time.
They're a bit more.
I think that's what...
Yes, that's for
The
sure.
form of the defeated clock. Zarkon gave him his sword, in part, to him just being able to manipulate things. So the clock Zarkon,
Oh God, it
also
was
people
this,
like to call him the General,
bourbon that I got from
is
there.
essentially a summon
I didn't get
of
it from there,
David's.
like, he didn't go there to get it, but a friend
In a
who
way,
was
I
there
think
at the
I believe it
time
is Zarkon.
went and spent a few nights over there because him and his adventuring party went to Waterdeep, and he brought me back a souvenir.
What is
was
it
a
called?
Specific... Oh God, it was like it's like sapphire honeydew bourbon or something like that. I can't quite remember. It was like a blue. It was like a blue colored mixture of bourbon, and it had a. Oh God. It was sweet. It was sweet. It had a very nice and lovely aftertaste, which bourbon rarely has anymore.
I'm not very familiar. Apologies. I'm more of a wine drinker myself, and even our whole estate doesn't drink too much bourbon here and there. I'm unfamiliar, but I'm sure there's one of the guilds in Waterdeep might have made a batch or something. Who knows?
Have you ever had sweet potato vodka?
No, actually.
Would highly recommend. Anyways, I'm going to call it a night. Or, well, an evening, I
I
suppose.
decided I want to try it. I'm not allowed.
Good evening.
Understandable. I actually need to go.
Enjoy yourselves, friends.
Check my house. It was well. This elf I know in Waterdeep,
Merry Christmas. Exactly you. You've been a cunt. Have types for stealth, attitude, and such. Altitude. Stealth, altitude. Oh, you talking like abilities? For sure. I don't have the model files just yet. One of these days I'll have Luna send me them my way, and then I'll be doing that. But I'm in no rush. Right now, David's already got a really good kit. It is a lot of fun, dude. That fucking wall. Just put the wall up. Oh my god, dude. People come towards me, I fucking cage them in with me. People fucking just full on be like, sorry, you're not allowed to move. Just put the fucking wall up. Such a dick move, man.
Transformation part is where shit will get serious. Oh, you talking about the lion? The lion is definitely scary. The kit, unfortunately, has... Well, not unfortunately. The kit has 2 abilities. One of them is the claws, the other one is the fire breath. Fire breath takes a while to charge, though. So it takes a while to charge. But it's still fun as hell. Alright, we're gonna RP go sleep. RP go sleep.